Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first installment of Lil Stinkers Go to the Movies. I'm John Del Calo, and joining me, as always, are Michael Rainey and Jake Matera. Tonight, we'll be watching the ninth movie by Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, this is meant to be a companion episode to listen to or watch while you watch the movie, but by no means is that necessary, so feel free to listen or watch however you please. Now, with a runtime of 2 hours and 41 minutes, this is a behemoth of a movie. So with no further ado, we'll be pressing play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy the movie.
All right, that was great, man.
Guys.
What the fuck? How many times did you rehearse that today?
Just on the way to the car from here.
That was impressive.
Brother, you've got a career in radio.
Thanks. It's definitely not going to be television. Well, here we go. This is classically known as Quentin Tarantino's love letter to the industry of movie making, to the 1960s Hollywood, and to Los Angeles in general. Personally, one of my favorite movies. Mike, I know it's one of
really
yours as
enjoy
well.
this, yeah.
Definitely my top Quentin Tarantino movie.
Jake, you haven't seen this yet, right?
I've seen it twice, but like I don't remember shit. Yeah.
The first time I went to see this, there was an Asian guy screaming at the screen.
What was he screaming?
Anytime, was it when DiCaprio or when who's the other guy? Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
When one of the two of them would appear on the screen, he would scream.
So he was a fanboy.
Or going to shoot up the theater.
So this is obviously a bygone era that we did not necessarily grow up with, but I certainly watched a lot of Westerns growing up just by default of my dad liking them.
My dad never watched them.
No?
No, so we just the only thing I saw in black and white was Three Stooges and the
Okay.
Munsters.
What about you? Did you see any like TV shows growing up?
Yeah, this shit was always on, and watching this just makes me think of just being bored to death at home.
Dude, yeah, like F Troop, Hogan's Heroes,
Oh my
all that
God.
kind of shit never interested me. So I didn't think I would love this movie nearly as much as I did, because this is for 65-year-old men. This movie is made for boomers from that generation. Like my uncle, who's 70 years old, loves this fucking movie as much as I do.
Oh, wow. I got to put it on for my dad.
Yeah, I bet you would love it.
Yeah, it is great because it's like a guy that thinks he's toast in life.
Yeah.
But he ends up fucking flame-throwing a bunch of teeny boppers.
After coming back from Italy the same day.
That's an exciting day.
Yeah, what was the there was a channel I feel like that was showing Westerns. It always had something with
TCN?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that? The Country Network or the
Probably, yeah.
Something
Or
like that?
Turner Classic Movies is one of those.
But it was always something with John Wayne that I just did not give a shit about.
Yeah, they were so boring to me.
But as an adult, I love like Tombstone's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's
I love
terrific, yeah.
Westerns.
Yeah.
Bone Tomahawk. You guys seen that one?
I have not.
No.
Fucked up. One of the most,
Sounds delicious, though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good meal until the end when it's one of the most horrific scenes in movie history.
Let me ask you this. Who's your Huckleberry?
I'm your Huckleberry. You know that. So with a brief introduction into Jake Cahill's world, we've introduced Jay and Rick Dalton, or Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth,
Yeah.
who, man, this movie makes me want to fucking chill with my boy day in and day out. It makes me miss just going over your boy's house, cracking some beers, getting some pizza.
Man.
It's such a good buddy fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did watch this the other night, fucking drunk at 3 a.m, and I had so much to say about it. And then I was like, I should watch it and take notes. And then last night I watched it just not drunk, and I was like, I don't have shit to say, so I'm cracking a few beers during this one. Now, the music and the radio in this are phenomenal. I think it won for sound mixing or sound editing, but...
Did it really?
Yeah. The entire time, it's all authentic commercials from the 60s.
That's cool.
It's really incredible.
Now, one of the things that I know was inaccurate in this movie was they fly on a 747.
And you know this because John Travolta called it out?
Yep.
Wow.
And that model plane was not made until...
John Travolta killed his son on it.
Jesus.
And just like
1970.
Quentin Tarantino spins history, so does Mike Rainey. It's not true. It's a legend. This is a nice juxtaposition of a star on the rise, people collecting her luggage. She just carries her dog, while fucking Dalton is getting driven around by his stuntman.
I don't think LAX looks any differently.
No?
It's still a shithole.
Apparently, this is remodeled this hallway specifically, and it's the same.
To make it look like the wow.
But it's the same art that they had for Jackie Brown.
And they also used it at Mad Men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Is that a White Russian? No, that's tequila or something. I don't know what the hell.
That's
that is.
got to be a whiskey sour, I would say.
okay.
That's a black Pollock, Jake. They don't know what's in it either. Man, what a cool outfit.
What time
I
of day do you think
seriously-
this is? This is probably a lunch meeting.
Yeah,
so they're
the
drinking
sun's
at
out.
lunch. And this is at Frank and Muso's and Frank. Are you familiar with that place?
I've never been there, but I pass by it a lot.
Apparently, that's like one of the only signs that they didn't really have to change because it's still so. Like, it was a classic in the 60s, and it still exists.
That's so awesome.
Dude, they essentially had to decorate Hollywood Boulevard.
Dude, the shots that they show are incredible because I've seen it on my phone. I've seen it in the theater. I think this is the last movie I saw in the theater before COVID hit. But the amount of fucking practical effects that they use to make it look like 1969 are incredible. And Quentin has said that he didn't give a shit if anybody noticed. He would notice.
Well, to that point, there's a street corner shot where there's a sticker on one of the poles that is advertising a show that was from the 1960s. And that's something that nobody would ever be able to probably pick up on.
Yeah.
Unless he pointed it out.
Is it
But
a live,
that had to be
like
there.
a live performance show or
Yeah.
like a TV show?
It might be, no, it's not the show Hullabaloo, which they end up, was also a real show.
Right.
But it was something, I think, relative to that.
The best use of a fucking narrator ever just to explain the DUI away.
And who's doing the narration?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Okay.
So Leo obviously was in
Dude.
Django.
I mean,
Brad Pitt is in Inglourious Bastards. Kurt Russell's in Death Proof. A lot of
Yeah.
familiar faces being used in this.
and I know we like kind of glaze over this fact, but like the star power, dude. You have DiCaprio, Pacino, like you just said what's his face is doing the narration. You have
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. It's like
And Kurt Russell, it does play a role in the movie as well later.
okay.
I love these fucking made up movie names. Tanner.
Yeah.
He is like probably the best that I've seen at mixing reality with fiction.
To that point, there was one point where they show an actor's name, and it's a made up actor's name, but it's something that's very cool that seems like it would fit in that time period. It's like Tam McCandless. That sounds like a guy that would get blown up in MacGruber's bus.
oh man, look at
Oh
those
yeah,
cigars.
Jake's a cigar man, John.
I do. Yeah, I love.
This movie just makes me want to be
Everything.
in leisure. Like,
Yeah.
just boozing, chilling, no real responsibilities. And
Yeah.
yet still they're getting things done.
Yeah, it just makes you wish that there was like a machine that could let you smoke a cigar, feed you booze, and like give you head while you're watching.
While you're at your cubicle.
Yeah.
Mind your fucking business, Debbie. Am I not getting my work done? If I wasn't getting my work done, it'd be a different story. And this is a nice little reference to Inglourious Bastards.
I never
Frying
noticed
up
that.
some Nazis.
Yeah, I never noticed he's like nodding to everything. That's
And in Inglourious Bastards, Aldo Rain, Lieutenant
Yeah.
Aldo Rain, played by Brad Pitt, when they infiltrate the Nazi movie premiere, says that he's an Italian stuntman and ends up being a stuntman in Italy in this movie.
that's so cool.
Cool little fucking, not even necessary, but like just fun little
Yeah.
tidbits.
Now I saw something today about Pulp Fiction. I was excited about. It said like he co-wrote the movie with someone. Do you know that guy Roger Avery? I think his name is.
Okay.
So apparently this was his boy growing up. They worked at a video store together. They wrote their own movies. Reservoir Dogs hits unsuspectingly
Yeah.
while they were working on something together. And apparently this was before they were in the union. And we're seeing the first use of the flamethrower, by the way, if you're all watching along.
Great line as well. Anybody in the mood for a fried sauerkraut? Man, that single line will get your dad hard. in an instant.
Dude, exactly. That's the kind of shit that our fucking dads cummed for in the 60s, dude.
Man.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching that clip of our first installment of Lil Stinkers Go to the Movies. The rest of the watch along can be seen on our Patreon, where we have a ton of other behind the scenes and exclusive videos and content. Please join us if you'd like to. If not, then that's all you get.
Like John mentioned, that can be seen on the Patreon. It could also be seen by pulling John's mom's cheeks apart. And if you're willing to endure that backshot wind, it's there as well.
We're not going to put that part on. We're just going to end it where I said.